Hello, bruv. It's time for more books.
Yes, I am a witch. Whenever I say that, people ask me questions like, how do you know you're a witch? How do you know you're a witch? When they say things like this, I know that they know nothing about witchcraft. For being a witch is something you decide to do, not something that just happens to you if you're lucky. Oh, I was fortunate, for I was born into a family where witchcraft was a tradition. My mother was a witch, my grandmother, and her grandmother before her. In fact, we can trace our family background in witchcraft to somewhere in the 14th century in northern Scotland. At that time, there were three main cults of witches: the red, the blue, and the green. My family belonged to the green witch cult.
Sure it did. Let me turn off this speaker so there's no feedback. That was Gundella, a friend of Marcello Truzzi's. In fact, it was Marcello Truzzi, this man right here. I apologize for the flash, bruv. Who more or less introduced Gundella the Witch to the world on a wide scale, local scale anyway, in Detroit, Ann Arbor area, and then in the Sarasota area, where Truzzi was a professor of sociology and also the occult. He wrote this book in I'm sure he wrote it in the 68, 69-ish era, and then published it on Halloween 1969. It's one of the great books out there. I first found a copy about 20 years ago at the Ypsilanti Public Library. I bought it for $1. Foolishly sold it, and then I bought 5 copies since. Let's get to it, bruv. Caldron Cookery, an authentic guide for coven connoisseurs. The illustrations are by Victoria Chess. Meredith Press. 1969, as I told you, first edition. These recipes, culled from the ancient writings of black magic and alchemy, are presented for their historical value alone. Neither the author nor the publisher represent them as having safe or magical properties, and so would prefer not to be held responsible for any results obtained in their application. Introduction. Oh. Which thrice the brinded cat hath mewed, which thrice and once the hedge pig whined, which harpier cries, it is time, which round about the cauldron go, and the poisoned entrails throw, toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31, sweltered venom sleeping got, boil thou first, I, the charmed pot, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Macbeth. Cauldron Cookery. There is some confusion in the present public mind as to the reality and importance of the ancient art of witchcraft today. Let me see if the speaker will hold this down. No, I don't think it will. It's not heavy enough. Let me adjust here. Hold on, bruv. There is some confusion in the present public mind as to the reality and importance of the ancient art of witchcraft today. Recent attempts have been made to clarify the picture. Most successful, perhaps, is Gerald Gardner's Witchcraft Today, a book which takes the reader inside modern England's witches' coven. But until this work, the only real information on sorcery in the 20th century was to be found in the journalist William C. Brooks' account, which was Witchcraft, Its Power in the World Today, or in newspaper stories relating the antics of the late Aleister Crowley and his revival of the Black Mass. Dr. Elliot Rose notes in his excellent volume, A Razor for a... There are 4 schools of thought regarding witchcraft. That which holds the whole subject to be a benighted delusion of the Middle Ages, that which sees necromancy as essentially a Satanism That which sees necromancy as essentially a Satanism solely concerned with the Black Mass and sexual orgy. That which accepts the reality of the supernatural, and 4, that which follows the late professor of social anthropology, Dr. Margaret Murray, who saw sorcery as a pre-Christian religious cult. Except for Mr. Gardner, the writings of these outsiders suffered the lack of primary sources. The result is a distortion in their presentations. This is not the place to criticize at length the works of these scholars. Suffice it to say, for now, the truth lies somewhere between their statements. On the one hand, such learned persons as Dr. Murray are biased by their scientific training. On the other hand, scholars such as the late Reverend Montague Summers are fully aware of witchcraft's powers, but are blinded by their opposition to it. This small book is but a selective sampling of witchdom's wisdom, previously available to aspirants only in the most occult and difficult sources. The attempt has here been made to present a fully authorized selection, omitting the gross and frequently ludicrous concoctions that have been duped and occasionally doped gullible tasters in times past. That have both duped and occasionally doped gullible tasters in time past. The footnote on Margaret Murray, The Witch Cult in Western Europe. I believe I have that book. No, I don't. Not right now. In Dr. Murray's later work, she develops the theory that the kings of England down to James I were ritual victims to the witch cult. It is also the contention of several of her followers that the 21-year pattern of death in office by United States presidents since Lincoln may be related to this theory. Margaret Murray, the god of the witches, and her divine king in England. It should be acknowledged in all fairness that Father Summers, probably the most prolific and erudite author of modern times on the subject of witchcraft, represents an extreme position within his church on this subject. Probably the most important items. Let me settle again. I probably shouldn't get a book that weighs 700 pounds, but probably the most important items needed in the preparation of the recipes that follow are the herbs. The single most important condiment is belladonna. No witch would be without a generous supply. Other popular herbs, together with some of the more common uses, include heliotrope, wrapped in a laurel leaf with a wolf's tooth and carried with you. This will provide a protection against slander. Nettle, held in your hand together with some yarrow. This will keep away ghosts. Teasel, this beautiful herb, when dipped into mandragora juice, will make your dog have puppies. Celandine, carrying this on your person together with a mole's heart will make you invincible against your enemies and lawsuits. What's that footnote say? This and other 7. What is 7? heliotrope. This and other herb formulas are from Les Secrets Merveilleux du Grand, I can't read French, attributed to the famous Dominican doctor Albertus Magnus, 1193 to 1280, who was a teacher of St. Thomas Aquinas and was the recipient of many honors from Pope Alexander IV in 1255. Henbane. Mixed with the blood of a young hare, this will bring you all the hares in the neighborhood. Lily, if picked under the sign of Leo, mixed with the juice of laurel and placed under a dung heap, this will breed worms, which, if powdered and placed in a person's clothes, will keep him from sleeping. Sage, if allowed to rot under a dung heap, this will breed worms that will make a thunderous noise when thrown into a fire. Mint, when tossed in the soup together with cypress juice, this greatly improves the flavor. Nept, placing this into the nostrils of your pet or familiar will make him play dead. What is nept? Aphidilius, excellent for use against kidney disease. Ziz, leg problems and general exorcisms. Buttercup, useful for calming frantic or melancholy persons and against stomach troubles. Pistorian, very important for love potions. Arno gloss, wonderful for headaches. And antacid and will also cure hemorrhoids. Mistletoe, hung up in a tree near a swallow's wing. This will collect all the cuckoos in the neighborhood. See henbane. Mandragora, a king among herbs. Paracelsus claimed that everything was possible with the aid of mandragora and even used it to give birth to a homunculus, little living man. The reference here is to Atropa mandragora, the apothecary variety, sometimes called incorrectly hand of glory. Magician's herb or female mandragora. This herb has a fetid smell and usually a forked root. For the Sabbath and the Black Mass, the 4 annual witches' Sabbats. Witch Sabbats represent the most joyous occasions for any witch and require several special formulae for their maximum enjoyment. These are now presented. The footnote, especially Candlemas Sabbath, which is usually the first and wildest of the 4 yearly assemblies of witch covens from all over the globe. This is the most important of the assemblies and should not be confused with the lesser gatherings, Rudmas, Lammas, and All Hallow Evening. I think that's even. In addition, there are also here presented several recipes which it is hoped will enhance any Black Mass. Most covens do not practice the Black Mass any longer, but there have been many revivals in the last few years, especially by the master Therion, Aleister Crowley, and there are many indications of its general resumption. Burgle partridge. To fly to the Sabbath. 100 grams of human fat, these are the ingredients, or as a substitute, lard, 5 grams first quality hashish, half handful hemp flour, half handful poppy flour, 1 pinch powdered hellebore root, 1 pinch ground sunflower seed. Preparation, mix these into a smooth ointment. Rub the ointment into the skin behind the ears, the neck, along the line of the carotid arteries, in the armpits to the left of the region of the sympathetic nerve, in the bend of the knees, on the soles of the feet, and in the bend of the arms. After the application, one should sleep naked in front of a statue or image of Baphomet. Oh, thus starts the illustrations. Satanic Electuary. Ingredients: 3 grams enanthal, 50 grams extract of opium, 30 grams extract of betel, 6 grams extract of cinquefoil, 15 grams extract of henbane, 15 grams extract of belladonna, 15 grams extract of ordinary hemlock, 250 grams extract of Indian hemp, 5 grams extract of cantharides, 1 pinch of powdered sugar, 1 pinch of gum tragacanth, sorry. Preparation: mix the above into a smooth ointment for external use only. Extremely dangerous. Rutha, the perfume of immortality. Ingredients: 1 part ambergris, I don't know how to say it. 2 parts musk, 3 parts civet. Aphrodisiacs. Preparation: a mixture of the above is to be rubbed into the body, especially at the roots of the hair where the skin is not too tightly stretched. Apply the mixture so thoroughly that the subtle fragrance will not be detected or suspected by others. All will obey you, though they know not why. This also has the added property of attracting women and horses. Nice combination. Women on horses. What was that lady? Lady Godiva rode on the horse, bruv. Cakes of light. Ingredients: meal, honey, leavings of red wine, oil of abra melon, olive oil, blood of the monthly moon. I assume that's Menses. Preparation: make a perfume of the meal, honey, thick leavings of red wine, and the oils. Soften and smooth down with rich, fresh blood. Burn this mixture and make cakes of what remains. You witch. To make an inferior wine good. Ingredients: 3 ounces Rexall tartari, 4 ounces Cremoris tartari. This formula may also be followed using 12 ounces Rexall tartari and 4 ounces Cremoris tartari. What's that mean? There must be a joke in that. Preparation: place the Cremoris tartari in rainwater in a glass vessel upon glowing ashes. When it shows bubbles, add half a spoonful of Cremoris tartari at a time until it no longer dissolves. Then filter and preserve the mixture. Add this fluid to some spoiled wine and the flavor will greatly improve. To make an inferior wine good. Superior tartar. You're going to have to deal with me putting on the camera. Not that there's going to be a viewer here, but some witches will eventually arrive, or at least they're familiars. Ingredients: superior tartar. Or is it tartar? Tartar. Alcohol. Preparation: smelt the tartar in a large crucible on a fire bellowed to a blue flame. In an hour and a half, pour it out and quickly pound it in a warm mortar into the size of a small shot. Then add just enough alcohol to cover the shot. Shake well together. Expose it for several days and nights to a gentle, warm temperature, stirring it 3 times daily. Place it during this time in a well-corked distilling apparatus. After the alcohol has attained a fine red color, drain it off and replace it with new alcohol. Do this process 3 times. Then pour all the extracts together and distill in an alembic to a liquid. However, should it be noticed that the alcohol becomes water, cease at once in order to avoid spirit of vitriol, phlegm, becoming mixed in. Run about 1/2 pound of the spirit through a large tube into a cask of new-made wine. Focus, buddy. Do this in such a manner that it will not rapidly fall into it, but gently as oil runs smoothly over water. Once done, cover the cask, but not tightly, for 2 days. After this, ferment it. This wondrous recipe was hitherto kept a secret, but was known a long time ago to a certain elector of Mayence. To clarify wine, ingredients: 1/2 nutmeg, 2 ounces cinnamon bark, 2 ounces cloves, 4 ounces white sugar, 1 dram cream of tartar. This one you can make, buddy. Place all into an earthen pot. After the sugar dissolves, pour in a glass of water while the pot is over fire. Remove from the fire and add a pint of the wine that you wish to clarify. Stir all and pour into a cask. Do this several times and let the wine settle for an hour. After this, the wine will be as clear and fine as the best vintage available. Fiesta favorites and specialties. Starting to believe that maybe this light isn't so good here. See if I can move. Move over here. There's a box of books. Take me off the power cord. Move my chair. Tain't easy being a chieftain of stupidity. What a morass. Fiesta favorites and specialties. To call up the devil. Ingredients: 1 large black cat, 1 black hen, 1 black eanling, a lamb, 1 crow, 1 magpie, 1 blackbird, 1 quart of white wine, woot. Preparation: kill the cat, hen, lamb, crow, magpie, and blackbird and mingle their blood together. This blood mixing must be done in some remote and solitary spot. Burn all the entrails, feet, claws, heads, skins, and feathers except for the skin of the black cat, and scatter a little of the ashes to the 4 quarters of heaven, crying aloud, Spirit whose breath is in the 4 winds, breathe on me. Place the remaining ashes in the quart of wine. In some remote indoor place, roast the remains of the animals, except for the carcass of the lamb. The lamb must be left where it fell as the devil's share. While the flesh is cooking, the room will fill with smoke. The water must be crystal clear so the bottom of the vessel may be seen. Gaze at the water while drinking half of the wine containing the ashes. A light should be placed in the room so that although the room is lit, there will be a shadow on the water's surface. Wrap the cat skin about you while finishing the remaining wine. The devil will appear behind your shoulder, and you can see his reflection in the water. You may speak to him, making terms, asking questions, etc., and he will answer. The elixir of life. Ingredients: 15 grams, 625 milligrams of calamine, aroma, tisi, gentiane, cinnamon, celery, montani, anisi, carvi, amici, sem, petrosolini, spicy, nardi, corali, rub, 27 grams. I'm not even going to bother reading these. Pulverize and mix the above ingredients. During the whole of the first month, take 5 grams, 859 milligrams each night and morning in wine or brodium. During the second month in the morning, only during the third month, thrice in the week, and so continue through life. This elixir, formulated by the illustrious Benedictine Trithemius, will preserve a good stomach, a strong mind, and a tenacious memory. Hand of glory. Ingredients: 1 hand of a felon, part of a funeral pall, zimat, nitra, salt, fern, and vervain, optional, long peppers, fat of a gibbeted felon, virgin wax, sesame, pony. There's the hand of a felon, buddy. Preparation: take the right or left hand of a felon who is hanging from a gibbet by the highway. Wrap it in a bit of funeral pall, and very tightly so. Put it into an earthenware vessel with zimat, nitra, salt, and long peppers, all very well powdered. Leave it thus for a fortnight, and then take it out and expose it to full sunlight during the dog days until quite dry. If the sun be insufficient, try an oven heated with fern and vervain. Next, make a candle with the fat of the gibbeted felon, virgin wax, sesame, and pony. Use the hand of glory as holder for this candle. The use of the hand of glory thus created is to render those to whom it is displayed into a stupefied and motionless state, in such a way that they can no more stir it than if dead. Protection against the hand of glory. Fucking brilliant, Truzzi. Ingredients: gall of one black cat, fat of a white hen, blood of a screech owl. Preparation: compound the above during the dog days. Rub the threshold or other parts of the house where entry may be made with this unguent, and you will be safe. Magic candle to find treasure. Ingredients: human tallow, 1 piece of hazelwood, large. Preparation: make a candle of the human tallow. Fashion the hazelwood into a horseshoe-shaped holder for the candle. Place the candle in the center of the hazelwood so that the candle is between the 2 parallel sides of the hazelwood. If this candle is lighted in a subterranean place and sparkles brightly with much noise, it is a sign of nearby treasure. It will sparkle more and more as you near the treasure, but will go out when you are quite close. Since the treasures are often protected by spirits of the dead, it is good to have some blessed wax candles along to provide light when the magic candle goes out, and to conjure up these spirits to see if there is anything you can do to help them. It is most imperative that you do whatever the spirits may request of you. To ensure silence even under torture. Ingredients: black millet, 1 heart of an unbaptized child. Preparation: reduce the heart of the unbaptized child to a powder. Mix this into any cake mix of your choosing, using black millet for the dough. These cakes will give the person who eats one of them the ability to remain silent and taciturn, even under torture, often used in conjunction with the black mass. Very curious, bruv. To make a bridegroom impotent. Ingredient: 1 walnut. Take the walnut and separate it into 2 halves. Place these 2 halves in the conjugal bed. This is a version of tying the knot. The walnut is a magical fruit due to its interior resemblance to the brain lobes. To make a woman's hair fall out. Ingredients: tar, 1 lock of the victim's hair, lunar paste, the paste kneaded in the water of 7 fountains in a new trough that has reflected the moon in the cemetery. Let me read that again. A paste kneaded in the water of 7 fountains in a new trough that has reflected the moon in a cemetery. That is absolutely brilliant. Preparation: smear the lock of hair with the tar and lunar paste, saying, what hides the moon? Is it hidden by clouds? What produces the clouds? The rain. So as the rain falls abundantly from the clouds, thus do I wish the hair of this woman to fall abundantly. The lock of hair should then be buried in some filthy place, such as a drain, dung heap, or cesspool. After several days, the head of the victim will become covered with vermin, and all of her hair will fall out. Another nightmares. Ingredients: 1 large toad. Why do I feel like this is not focusing at all? There we go. To give another nightmares. 1 large toad, 1 consecrated host. Hair from the victim, garment from the victim. Garment from the victim. Preparation: baptize the large toad with the name of the victim. Make the toad swallow the consecrated host. Then envelop the toad with the garment and tie it up with the hair on which you have previously spat. Bury all this either beneath the threshold of the bewitched person's door or in a place he is bound to pass daily. The spirit of the toad will become a nightmare to him. To become invisible. Ingredients: 7 black beans. 1 head of a dead man, brandy. Preparation, take the head and place one of the beans in the mouth, 2 in his eyes and 2 in his ears. Make upon this head the appropriate figure. Inter the head with the face toward heaven, and each day before sunrise for 9 days water it with excellent brandy. On the 8th day you will encounter a spirit who will say, What doest thou? You must reply, I am watering my plant. He will then say, Give me the bottle. I will water it myself. You will refuse and persist in declining until he shows you the figure you made upon the head suspended from his fingers. You then give him your phial, assured it is the proper spirit and not an evil one. He will water the head and depart, and on the next day, the 9th, you will find your beans ripe. Take them, place them one at a time in your mouth, and then look at yourself in a mirror. If you cannot see yourself, all is well. Do the same with all the other beans, and bury all ineffective ones with the head. This whole operation must be done on a Wednesday and before sunrise. To become invisible, number 2. Ingredients: 1 ear of a black cat, milk of a black cow. Preparation: boil the cat's ear in the cow's milk, then make a cover for your thumb out of it. If you wear this on your thumb, no one will be able to see you. Switch in the middle is like, right. Right, bruv. To perceive your future husband's profession. Ingredients: 1 egg, fresh. Preparation: take the white of the egg and place it into a beer glass. Expose this to the sun in hot weather in August, when the sun is in Leo, and you will perceive your future husband's profession. What does that even mean? Take the white of the egg and place it into a beer glass. I guess you will see it. To make men appear headless. Ingredients: 1 adder's skin, auri pigmentum, 1 green patch of rheoponticum, wax of bees, fresh, fat or grease of an ass, water. Preparation: take the skin, auri pigmentum, the green patch of rheoponticum, the beeswax and the fat of the ass, break them all and place them in a pot full of water. Make it seethe under a slow fire, then allow to cool. Make this into a candle. When the candle is lit, any man who sees its light will seem headless. To open locks. Ingredient: 1 live frog. Preparation: kill the frog and expose it to the sun for 3 days. Then pulverize it into a powder. A little of this powder in any lock will cause it to open. Poor little soul. To understand the birds. Ingredients: 1 vulture, honey. Preparation: take the vulture and kill it. Take out his tongue and place it in the honey for 3 days and 3 nights. If you place this under your own tongue, you will be able to understand the songs of the birds. To discern the thief who robbed you. Ingredients: sunflower seeds, 1 wolf's tooth, 1 bay leaf. Preparation: gather the sunflower seeds in August. During Leo, wrap them, I don't know why it's always August during Leo. Wrap them under the wolf's tooth, enclosing all in the bay leaf. Hold this above your head, and you will see the thief who robbed you. To regain stolen property. Ingredient: 1 bay leaf, dew nettles. Preparation: take a new earthen pot with a cover and fill it 1/3 full with water drawn from the undercurrent of a stream while calling out the 3 holiest names. Take the vessel home and place it upon the fire. Take a piece of bread from the lower crust of the loaf, stick 3 pins into the bread and boil all in the vessel, adding a few dry nettles. At this time you must say, thief, male or female, bring my stolen articles back. Whether thou art boy or girl, thief, if thou art woman or man, I compel thee in the name. To see what others cannot see. Ingredients: 1 cat's eye, salt water. Preparation: take the eye and lay it in salt water. Let it remain thus for 3 days. Then place it for 6 more days in the rays of the sun. After this, Have it set in silver and hang it around your neck. Hang it around your neck. To win at gambling and be well liked. Ingredients, none. Preparation, take the right thumb in your hand and place the hand in your right pocket whenever a delinquent is executed. This will fully ensure that you have good luck when playing and that you will be liked by your fellow men. I'll have to share that with Alexandra Botez, buddy. Let me mark that. To regain stolen property, number 2. Ingredients, 3 crumbs of bread, 3 pinches of salt, 3 small portions of lard. Preparation, make a strong fire and place the 9 objects above on it. Allow the mixture to heat, then incant the following. I lay for the thief bread, salt, and lard upon the flame, for the sin is hard. I lay it upon thy lung, liver, and heart, that thou may feel a bitter smart. It shall come upon thee, need and dread, as it approaches a dire death. All veins shall in thy body burst, and cause thee pain and quenchless thirst, that thou shalt have no peace or rest till all the theft thou hast returned, and placed it where thou hast taken the plunder, or be caught by lightning or thunder. This should be recited 3 times. To raise the dead. Ingredients, spermaceti, lignum aloes, pepperwort, musk, saffron, red storage, blood of a lapwing. Preparation, compound the above items and fumigate them about tombs or graves of the dead. It will cause spirits and ghosts of the dead to gather together. To pain and kill another. Ingredients, virgin wax, 1 swallow's heart, 1 swallow's liver, needle and thread new. Preparation, make an image out of the virgin wax in the name of the victim. Place the swallow's heart under the right armpit of the image and the liver under the left. Hang a new thread about the neck, threading the new needle. Prick the members that you would have hurt while giving the appropriate incantation. To foretell the future. Ingredient, 1 weasel. Preparation, eat the heart of the weasel while the vessel is yet panting, and you can foretell the future. To foretell the future, 2. Ingredient, 1 Indian snail. Preparation, remove the Indian snail a small stone. Remove from the Indian snail a small stone called selenites. Place this stone under your tongue. Think on any question about some future act, and if the image cleaves so fast to your heart, it will pass. But if your thought recoils, it will not. Possible substitute stones given are selenites, elotropia, esmundus, or gerardes. To catch fish. Ingredients, root of a daisy, frankincense, manasseh. Preparation, take the roots of the daisy and frankincense, and beat them small together and temper with manasseh. It will be like salve or gum. Dude, this looks so bitter. Not bitter, but blurry. Keep it in a box and anoint your fishing bait with it to attract fish. To know a woman's secrets, 1 agate stone. Ingredient, 1 agate stone. Preparation, while she is asleep, lay the agate stone on the lap of the woman whose secret you wish to know. She shall tell you all that you require if the stone is a good one. To obtain the love of another, 1 egg. Lay the egg in a pismire bank on March the 18th. Let it lay there for 3 days, then take it out. Whosoever touches it shall love you. A pismire bank. Love charm. Ingredient, 1 wolf, wine, Preparation: take the private members of the wolf, the hairs that grow from his cheeks or eyebrows, and the hairs under his beard. Burn these all together. Take the ashes and mix them with the wine. Give her of this wine to drink, and she shall desire no other man. To always have money. Ingredients: 1 mose in March, 1 hawk's feather, blood of 1 bat. Preparation: make a purse of the dried skin of the mose, and with the hawk's feather and the bat's blood write the name Rosgila Dunstalum. Then look in your purse and you will find money, and this much you will always find there. Interesting. To kill another. Ingredients: virgin wax, dust of a dead man, an iron implement. Preparation: make 2 images, one of wax and the other of dust. Place the iron implement in the hand of the dust so that it pierces the head of the wax image. The wax image represents the victim and should resemble him, her, as much as possible. Witch's brew for prophecy, Shakespeare. Ingredients: 1 toad. What's the asterisk? Though somewhat questionable as to its authenticity, this recipe is presented because of its well-known literary merit. William Shakespeare, Macbeth. Ingredients: 1 toad, 1 fillet of fenny snake, 1 eye of newt, 1 toe of frog, wool of bat, 1 tongue of dog, 1 adder's fork, 1 stinger from a blind woman, 1 lizard's leg, 1 howlet's wing, scale of dragon, 1 wolf's tooth, witch's mummy, maw and gulf of a salt sea shark, 1 root of hemlock dug at night, 1 liver of a blaspheming Jew, 1 gall of goat, slips of yew, slivered during a lunar eclipse only, 1 nose of a Turk, 2 Tartar's lips, 1 finger of a birth-strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab, 1 tiger's chaudron, 1 tiger's chaudron, blood of 1 baboon, 1 extra large kettle. Preparation: this rather complicated formula requires 3 witches. 1, 2, 3. When thrice the brinded cat has mewed, start throwing the above ingredients into the extra large kettle, stirring constantly over a large fire and periodically saying, double, double, toy and trouble. Why have you gone blurry? Fire burn and cauldron bubble. Upon adding the tiger's chaudron, remove from the heat and pour in the baboon's blood for it to cool. This brew will give clairvoyant powers of prophecy. Alchemical formula for making gold. Ingredients: 20 parts platinum, 20 parts silver, 240 parts brass, 120 parts nickel. Preparation: melt the above items separately in different crucibles. Then combine together in their molten condition. Pour this resulting alloy into molds where it will cool and be gold. To cause a man to go insane. Ingredients: sage, cow dung, 1 glass vessel. Preparation: placing the sage under the cow dung, both inside of the glass vessel, will bring forth a creature resembling both a worm and a bird called a black mac or duffel. Take some of its blood. If a man is touched on his breast with this blood, he shall lose his senses for at least 15 days. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. To become a werewolf. Ingredients: chalk or string, 1 iron vessel, 1 iron tripod, any 3 of the following: asafoetida, parsley, opium, henbane, saffron, aloe, poppy seed, or solanum, 1 freshly killed cat, aniseed, camphor, opium, 1 wolfskin girdle. Preparation: go to a solitary place at midnight when the moon is new and strong, preferably a desert, the woods, or a mountaintop. On perfectly level ground, mark off with the chalk or string a circle with a radius of at least 7 feet, and inside this, a circle with a radius of 3 feet. In the center, boil water in an iron vessel on the iron tripod. As the water boils, throw in handfuls of 3 spices, meanwhile intoning, spirits from the deep who never sleep, be kind to me. Spirits from the grave without a soul to save, be kind to me. Spirit of the trees that grow upon the leaves, be kind to me. Spirits of the air, foul and black, not fair, be kind to me. Water spirits hateful to ships and bathers faithful, be kind to me. Spirits of earthbound dead that glide with noiseless tread, be kind to me. Spirits of heat and fire, destructive in your ire, be kind to me. Spirits of cold and ice, patrons of crime and vice, be kind to me. Wolves, vampires, satyrs, ghosts, elect of all the devilish hosts, I pray you send hither, send hither, send hither. The great gray shape that makes men shiver, 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 come, come, come. Removing your upper garments, smear your body with the fat of the freshly killed cat, mixed with aniseed, camphor, and opium. Bind your loins with the wolf skin and kneel down within the middle of the smaller circle to await the unknown. The unknown will appear or make its presence felt when the fire burns blue and quickly dies out. Potions, perfumes, and filters. Love potion. Ingredients: dried periwinkle, powdered earthworm. Preparation: mix the dried periwinkle powdered with powdered earthworm. Place a pinch of this into your favorite dish, a marvelous filter for inducing love. That's your worm, buddy. Friday's perfume. What the hell does that even mean? Ingredients: musk, ambergris, aloe wood, red roses, blood of doves, brain of sparrows, stale, fresh blood of doves, stale brain of sparrows. Preparation: reduce the musk, ambergris, aloe wood, and red roses into a powder. Mix with the dove's blood and sparrow's brain into a paste and then into grains. Consecrate with the following words: Deus Abraham, Deus Jacob. Bless all the creatures of the kinds contained in these odorous grains, so that they may increase their power and virtue of scent, that no enemy or phantom may abide in them, per Dominum nostrum. Amen. Monday's perfume. Ingredients: 1 frog's head, 2 bull's eyes, 1 seed of a white poppy. Pure incense such as storax or benzoin, camphor, blood of a turtle dove. Preparation: mix all the above ingredients into a paste and then into grains. Use the consecration that is used with Friday's perfume. Lustral water. Ingredients: storm water, 13 doves, 1 virgin trout, 1 sheep, 1 bull, 1 black cat, 1 white dog. Preparation: collect storm water in a white fountain for 5 years. Collect storm water in a white fountain for 5 years. Kill the various animals in this, then pour into crystal flagons and use for aspersions accompanied by incantations. Quick holy water. Ingredients: rainwater, 13 sacred plants, 1 dove's heart. Preparation: soak the 13 plants in the dove's heart in the rainwater for 13 days. A quick version of lustral water. Other quick filters: sap off the hazelnut tree is excellent. Water from chickpeas mixed with hellebore seeds can be used. Water of garlic and pomegranates makes excellent effects. Meats and beasts and their uses. To make a black horse white. Ingredients: 1 mole, 1 large leaf of a laurel tree. Preparation: take the foot from the mole and wrap it in the leaf. Place this in a pot and quickly kindle it with brimstone. The water thus created will make a black horse white. To make a poisoned eel. Ingredients: 1 eel, average size, vinegar, blood of 1 raven, cow dung. Preparation: kill the eel by depriving it of water. Take its heart whole and mix it with vinegar and the blood of the raven. Place this heart under the cow dung any place and leave it until a worm develops. Take this worm and place it into the mixture of vinegar and raven's blood. It will soon grow and transform into a black eel. If anyone eats of this eel, he will die. On the use of the porpoise. Ingredient: 1 porpoise or dolphin. Preparation: take the tongue of the porpoise and wrap it around its heart. Take this under your armpit and none will be able to get victory over you. On the use of the lion. Wrapped in the skin of the lion, one need fear no enemies. Eating of the flesh of the lion will cure you of the fever quartan. And if you place any part of his eyes under your armpits, all the beasts will either bow down to you or fly away. To make people grab their hair. Ingredients: 1 eagle, good size, hemlock. Preparation: take the brain of the eagle and grind it up into a powder. Mix this powder with the juices of hemlock. Anyone who eats this delicacy will grab himself by his hair and not let go until it leaves his system. On the use of the owl. Many modern witches fail to utilize the shrike owl. This wonderful bird, called magus by the Chaldees and Hyssopus by the Greeks, is truly a useful fowl. If the heart and right foot of the shrike owl are placed on some sleeping person, he will answer any question you ask of him. And if these be placed under this man's armpit, no dog will bark at him. By adding the wings of the shrike owl to his heart and right foot, one can hang them to a tree and birds will flock all around it. First aid and other prescriptions. For chicken pox, water elf disease. Ingredients: carline, thistle, hassock, iris, the lower part, yewberry, lupine, elecampane, 1 head of marshmallow, fen mint, dill, lily, cockspur grass, pennyroyal, horehound, dock, elder, earthgall, wormwood, strawberry leaves, comfrey, ale, holy water. Preparation: soak the above ingredients in the ale and holy water. Place this mixture on the sore parts, singing the charm 3 times. I have bound the best of war bandages on the wounds in order that they will not burn or bust. Let them go no further, spread or jump about. Let not the wounds increase or the sores deepen. It will then no more pain you than the earth in your ear is pained. Also sing many times, let the earth destroy you with all her might and main. For the catching of large fish. Why are you focusing? I guess I could probably turn off autofocus. Ingredients: marjoram, wheaten flour, marigold blooms, goat's grease, stale butter, earthworms. Preparation: crush the above ingredients and mix them together very thoroughly. Place this mixture on your fishing hook and you will have an excellent and infallible bait for burns. Ingredients: fowl dung, oil of roses. Preparation: dilute the fowl dung in the oil of roses. Next time you burn yourself picking up a hot kettle or getting too near the pentagram, try rubbing on some of this miraculous salve. For sciatica. Ingredients: cow dung, vine or cabbage leaves. Preparation: cook the cow dung under cinders in vine or cabbage leaves. An excellent preparation, highly recommended. For alcoholism, ingredients: wine, 1 eel. Preparation: drown the eel in the wine, make the drunkard drink the wine, a certain cure. For epilepsy, ingredients: 1 hind leg of a calf, 1 human bone from a graveyard. Preparation: take some part of the leg and a part of the bone and pulverize them both. You're gonna focus, son of a bitch. Mixing them well, give the person 3 points of a knifeful. For swelling, ingredients: 1 handful of crowfoot, daisies, 1 white onion with skin, 1 handful of simperfoil, 4 ounces butter made from goat's milk. Preparation: cut the above and mix with the melted butter, then boil all together for a long time. Press this through a cloth, stir it like lard and let it stand a while. Rub on the stomach and ribs. For consumptive limb, Ingredients: lard of a bear, lard of a fox, lard of a badger, tallow of a deer, juniper berry, 2 ounces oleum, philosophorum, 2 ounces soap, 1 handful of finely chopped coromon, wine. Preparation: boil all the above in the wine to the thickness of a salve or ointment. Apply often to the afflicted member in the mornings and evenings only. For ulcers, ingredients: 1 white wool herb, hawkweed, veronica, liver herb, snake root from an oak tree, cross sage, issops, wormwood, nasturtium, bay leaves, juniper leaves, brown bethunia, lavender leaves and flowers, walnut tree ashes. Preparation: pulverize all the above and give weekly as a powder. In a very aggravated case, give every 2 days and even up to twice a day in a wine. For colic. Ingredients: 1 spoonful of olive oil, 2 pounded crab's eyes, 4 dried and pulverized orange peels, wine. Preparation: dissolve all the above items in a good warm wine. Drinking the mixture will relieve all pain immediately. 2 pounded crab's eyes. For arthritis, ingredients: 2 handfuls of fresh juniper berries, wine, brandy. Preparation: bruise the berries, boil them in the wine and brandy, put them in a cloth and fold it 4 times. Place this cloth on the pained area. Fully approved. For sore breast, ingredients: 5 cents worth of distilled glory, 5 cents worth of juniper berry salt, 5 cents worth of white beeswax, 2 cents worth of mercury precipitate. Preparation: mix the above together in an earthen pot over a fire until it becomes thick. Use this upon cooling as a salve, applying once per day with some linen. To cure bad eyesight, ingredients: brandy of nettles, 1 drachm ginger, 1 drachm camphor, 1 drachm fishberry, 1 drachm herb, 1 drachm nasturtium, 1 nasturtium, 1 scruple cloves, 1 pinch root, toothwort, 1 pinch eye balm. Preparation: bruise all these articles and place in the brandy. Distill it in the sun during the winter season for 24 days in a warm room. Dip your finger in the mixture and rub on the eyelids morning and evenings. To strengthen the procreative organs. Ingredients: 12 ounces imperial spices, 2 pounds white sugar, 24 grains opium, 1 ounce borax, 4 ounces prepared steel fillings, 20 drops cinnamon oil, 20 drops oil of cloves. Preparation: prepare a powder of all the above. Take a pinch or as much as covers the point of a table knife every hour on the hour. Bathe the body often in warm water in the protective or procreative organs in cold water. The hell are imperial spices? Isn't borax detergent? Oh no. What's this, dude? Unwanted hair. Ingredient: 1 frog. Preparation: destroy the frog by fire. Take the ashes and place them on the unwanted hair. A marvelous depilatory. Poor little froggy. Destroy the frog by fire. Destroy him. Deterrent for scorpions and snakes. Ingredient: 1 lung of a donkey. Preparation: burning the lung of the donkey in the house. Bothered by scorpions and snakes will rid the house of them. This works even better if the lung is burned in the room most invaded. For marasmus, ingredients: 17 good corals. My hand's about ready to fall asleep here. 17 good corals, 25 genuine pearls, 13 arthritis grains, fresh, 1 stem of rosemary, 1 stem of marjoram, 1 thimbleful of mouse ear herbs, 1 chicken stomach, good size, Preparation: get all these articles well dried and pound them fine in a mortar. Take this powder in a quantity 3 times that which will cover a knife's point in anything palatable. Fully recommended. To know if a sick person will die. Ingredients: belladonna, heart of 1 mole. Preparation: place the mole's heart with the belladonna on the head of the sick person. If he sings out, he will die. If he weeps, he will live. Cure for obsessions. Ingredients: 1 calf's foot, goose fat, cinnamon, pepper. Preparation: cook the calf's foot. Make it into a paste with the goose fat, adding the cinnamon and pepper. Rub this on your chest for 7 successive days. Witch bewitching. Upon occasion, there will arise the necessity to deal with a fellow witch. Unfortunately, conflicts arise with even the most friendly groups, and it is best to know some of the methods by which you may deal with your fellows. To cause a witch to die. Ingredients: 1 heart of a cow, butter, 3 nails from a coffin of a corpse. Preparation: take a little butter and fry the cow's heart. Then take the 3 nails and pierce the heart through and through while saying the name of the appropriate witch. Works best if you can get the heart of a cow killed by that witch. She will die as soon as the heart is pierced by the 3rd nail. Fully approved. To summon another witch. Ingredients: 1 bewitched animal. Yarn spun by a girl not yet 7. Egg of a black hen. Preparation: take an earthen pot not glazed. Place the water of the bewitched animal into the pot. Wind the yarn 3 times around the egg while calling out the 3 devils' names. Place this egg into the water in the pot. Place this cover upside down upon the pot, sealing the lid tightly so that no fumes can ooze out. Set the pot on the fire and say, Lucifer, devil, summon the sorcerer or witch before me, in the 3 devils' names. All right. To make a witch pockmarked. That's what you're going to do, Nor. Ingredients: butter, ivy or wintergreen, 3 coffin nails. Preparation: take the butter and broil it in an iron pan, frying the ivy or wintergreen. The fuck was that noise? Sound like someone coughed. I think I marked the witch. Take the butter and broil it in an iron pan, frying the ivy or wintergreen. Stick the 3 nails in the sauce while saying the name of the appropriate witch. Now carry the sauce and nails into a place where neither sun nor moon shines through. The witch will now be sick for half a year with pockmarks over her entire body. A note on sources and bibliography. Probably the best source of additional recipes for the aspiring young initiate, and one from which numerous of the recipes in this volume were derived, is the body of work left to us by Albert the Great, especially his grimoires, The Admirable Secrets of the Great Albert and The Secrets of the Little Albert. This famous Dominican doctor and wizard received many honors from Pope Alexander IV in 1255. This was, of course, prior to the abominable display of taste the church later exhibited in the Inquisition. The following works are suggested for further reading: An Explication in Witchcraft Cookery for the more advanced practitioner. Several of these sources proved invaluable for the compilation of this volume and are therefore especially recommended for historical and other related practices relevant to a complete understanding of the recipes we have set forth. I'm not reading them all, but I will hold this over so you can look at them. In addition to works dealing with witchcraft and its classic aspects, the aspiring novice might consult some of the following works for some understanding of contemporary witchcraft in the United States and England. Marcello Truzzi is assistant professor of sociology at the University of Michigan. He is the author of numerous professional articles and a highly respected textbook. Victoria Chess is the popular illustrator of many books for adults and children, including Fletcher and Zenobia, and In Pursuit of the Mouse, the Snail, and the Clam. There's your little froggy, buddy. Goodbye.